It's time for Friday Night Flights, sponsored by Bayport Credit Union, Hercules Fence, Tidewater Community College, and Smith & Key.
From high in the sky, courtesy of Chopper 10, it's back. We were in Southern Chesapeake tonight, two undefeated teams. Oscar Smith against longtime rivals Great Bridge. Go to the first quarter. Oscar Smith with the ball. Handoff to our player of the week, BJ Nesbitt. Trucks a defender on his way to the end zone. Tigers up 7-0. Later, Oscar Smith with the ball again. Lonnie Andrews rolling out to his right. Throws a dart to Travis Johnson for the sliding catch. Then on the same drive, he does this often. He gets near the goal line, hand it off to Nesbitt again. Another easy run for the touchdown, 14-0 Oscar Smith. Still in the first. Tigers ball, a little touch pass to Trayshawn Bradley. He's in there for 6. Oscar Smith blanks Great Bridge tonight, 62-0. Welcome in to Friday Night Flights. I'm Craig Loper. He is James Catato. It's week 2 of the show. James, Chopper 10 was under annual maintenance actually last week. We actually had some issues getting it back from Richmond, but tonight it was back to the skies, getting some gorgeous shots that we just saw there.
Yeah, Craig, we definitely missed having it. Brings that different feel to the show, makes it all feel that much bigger. And Craig, you talked about those big game feel moments. We have one of those tonight out in Chesapeake.
Yeah, big Southeastern District matchup tonight. Kings Fork taking on Western Branch. Since it's still light out, we didn't get to see that cool light show that the Bruins do while they take the field. That was okay, though. First quarter, Bulldogs driving. DeAndre Artis Boone to Denosh Rogers. Tight spiral right at my camera for the touchdown catch. It's 7-0. Go to the second quarter. Bruins trying to convert a 4th and short. Kings Fork all over it. Special shout out to defensive tackle Shaimael Holt. He had a heck of a game tonight. Big one from him. Second quarter, Javon Ford, off me. Unstoppable near the goal line. We know this, James. Second score of the game, 13-0. Still in the second quarter. Reginald Davis coming up for Kings Fork. I said they played big. Pick 6, make it 19-0. Okay, James, fourth quarter. Tonight, I saw the greatest catch I have personally ever seen from a high school football player. This is not hyperbole. Chris Fraser Jr. Oh my goodness. The one-handed leaping catch with the defender on him. The flag was for excessive celebration, and the catch stood. Kings Fork, though, they do win big, 26-7.
That was ridiculous, Craig. To the Richmond area, two of the Commonwealth's top powers, Maury matching up with Highland Springs. The Springers, LeBron Bond with a nice receiving touchdown. Maury was up 21-0. And Craig, we know that Maury is a state powerhouse. They went undefeated for crying out loud last year, taking care of a huge Richmond power in the 804 in Highland Springs.
Yeah, big win tonight on the road for them, 38-7. Let's go to the Beach District now. Green Run's game against Princess Anne was called off because the Cavaliers didn't have enough healthy players, so that was a forfeit win for the Stallions.
Green Run, obviously a state title contender. A couple of other teams, though, from the Beach trying to make some noise, Salem and Lansetown. The Sun Devils and Eagles both coming off wins in week 1. Salem got off to a scorching start on both sides of the ball in the first quarter. A miscue by the Lansetown offense leads to a fumble recovered by Jack Stroder, the sophomore. And then the very next play on offense, Craig, it's Jason Scooter Williams, fakes the handoff, calls his own number.
There he goes.
He talks the talk.
He does.
But he walks the walk. Look at this
Long
score.
strider.
Yeah, seriously. In for the QB keeper, 7-0 Sun Devils. Then the next offensive drive, Craig, we're both big fans of this running back. Willie Moore, the senior RB1. Good sir, get off me.
Power and speed.
Yeah, that might be a top 10 play next week for sure, next to that brilliant Western Branch catch. Salem looks legit as they can be to contend for that Beach District crown. They win big, 48-7. We're staying at the beach. A couple of 1-1 teams going at it. Kempsville at Bayside. Third quarter, Chiefs up huge. Quarterback Jordan McNall calling his own number as well. Looks back at the Bayside defender with some disrespect on the way to the end zone. At this point, Kempsville went up 28-0 in the third, but the Marlins came soaring back in the fourth. Ethan Dosher to Halim Hardnett, breaks a tackle, finds some green grass.
Track speed.
Takes it all the way down the sideline to the end zone. You said it best, Craig. Track speed.
Yeah,
Bayside made it 28-18 late in the fourth, but they just ran out of time. That Chiefs defense came up big. That linebacking core looking solid for Kempsville. They win 28-18. They're now 2-1 on the year. All right, now we head to the Peninsula, where Warwick once again looks like one of the area's top teams.
No doubt, right? The Raiders 2-0 and both wins came in shutout fashion. That defense just continuing the trend from last year. They pitched 8 shutouts in 2023. All gold uniforms for the Raiders tonight. I love these. Warwick had the run game going early. First and goal, Saheed Williams Jr. finds a hole around the left side, stumbles in for pay dirt, 8-0 Warwick, just like that. Raiders offense back on the field after a brief Warriors possession. They're facing a long third down. Williams Jr. hits Keon Batts across the middle to move the chains. Batts been making plays for them the last few years. First and goal now, Warwick, and it's Williams Jr. on the design run, falls in for 6. Raiders up 15-0 halfway through the first. Kikatan trying to stop the bleeding, but the handoff going to get away from them. That is a fumble, and the Raiders recover deep in Warrior territory. They keep it on the ground this time. Cameron Glenn breaking a couple tackles, 16-yard touchdown scamper. Warwick wins 64-0. At Darlene Stadium, Hampton trying to bounce back from last week's setback against King George. Crabbers taking on Gloucester. They're up 34-0 in the second. You see on the scoreboard, Dukes need a spark, but the pass over the middle, intercepted by Casey Lassiter, and he's going to break some ankles on his way to the end zone. How about that? It's a pick 6. Crabbers love those uniforms too, 41-0. The defense doing its part, but how about offense? 4th and long, no problem for Marcus Chapman in this offense. Throws a dot over the middle to Davion Perry for the first. Chapman again, all kinds of time from the offensive line. This time, Sidney Johnson right on the money for the Crabbers touchdown. Third quarter, handoff now, Levante Chapman, some green grass, breaks an arm tackle. The Gloucester defense can't get to him. 50 yards later, he's in. Crabbers win 54-6.
In Portsmouth, Churchland trying for its first win of the season. The Truckers home against Booker T. Washington. Also, Craig, one of the best entrances in Hampton Roads.
Yep.
Scoreless in the first quarter. Churchland going for the deep ball, but Isaiah Gomez comes up for the pick for the Bookers. So now Churchland with a chance to show off that punishing defense. Ball comes loose. Anton Chavis recovers the fumble. Ball back to the Truckers. And it's a direct snap to Kingston Hall. Hall breaks some tackles, cuts outside, and Hall gets it all for the first score of the game. Churchland up 7-0. Churchland, though, not letting up. The Truckers not wanting to go 0-3 to start the season with such high expectations. So Dontavius Booker in for another Churchland TD. And then still in the first quarter, a lot of plays. Direct snap straight to Booker. He goes in for another 6. Truckers roll for their first win of the season, 49-0 over Booker T.
Let's stay in Portsmouth. Norcom home against Norview tonight. What a night for high school football. Brian Parsons getting some shots from the stands. Norcom in the maroon led 21-7 at halftime. Third quarter, DeMarcus Edwards, a sophomore, connects with Penn State commit Matthew Outen, stays on his feet, waves goodbye to the defense, 67 yards for the touchdown. Greyhounds 27-7, still in the third. Norview trying to air it out, but the pass picked off by Zaylen Smith, his second interception of the game, and he's got some skills to return it. Nice, to about the 40. That led to another Norcom score. It's Markel Johnson here. How about this? Short little smoke screen, I guess, maybe quick pass. He's in for 6. Greyhounds improved to 2-1 after handing Norview its 3rd straight loss, 39-7.
All right, still to come, we'll check in with the Bay Rivers District, where a team from Williamsburg was trying to improve to 3-0.
And it's back to Chesapeake, where Chopper 10 brings us highlights from Indian River's game against Hickory, plus a big showdown in Suffolk between Deep Creek and Nansemond River.
We're the Capsule Cheer Team, and you're watching Friday Night Lights, and we'll be right back.
James, you were up in the Chopper today briefly. How was that, by the way?
That was a blast. I love Chopper 10, and how can you not with gorgeous shots like this, right?
Beautiful view. Indian River High School in Chesapeake tonight. The Braves, Class 5 state semifinalists last year, trying to go to 3-0, taking on Hickory. Second quarter, Indian River with the ball. How about some RPO action? Kamari Kirby, the pass to Marquise Claiborne, and he scores for the touchdown there at 14-3. Later, Hickory with the ball, intercepted by Elijah Boggs. The tip INT, love that. Next Indian River drive, handoff to Andre Alexander around the left side, a little hurdle, 21-3 Braves at that point. Then Hawks back with it. And Indian River, I think that was another tip ball. Malik Avery coming up with it for his defense. Big play from him. And 56-3, the final. You see the beautiful Chopper Love it that it's back. Shout out to our Chopper 10 photographer, Chris Wynn. All right, good one in Suffolk tonight. Welcome back to the show. Nansemond River at home against Deep Creek.
Craig, the Warriors and the Hornets came into this one with identical 1-0 records. Both teams coming off bye weeks, so they should be well rested. The Nansemond River Warriors come out in front of their fans for the first home game of the season. Let's go to the first quarter. Quarterback Tyrell Grant going to keep it himself. Finds the left side wide open into the end zone to put Nansemond River up 7-0. Following Deep Creek's failed 4th down attempt, the Warriors capitalize. Check out this catch. Grant finds receiver Christian Jordan in the corner of the end zone. We got to get a replay on this. An incredible catch by the wide receiver. Warriors have now doubled their lead 14-0. Deep Creek quarterback Breon Cuffey looking to get something going. A little overthrown, and Nansemond River's Josiah Johnson intercepts the pass deep in Warriors territory. Second quarter now. Grant, again, this time hooking up with Tavon Douglas, who makes an incredible catch. Just these Warriors full of incredible catches in the end zones.
Yeah.
Nansemond extends their lead to 21-0. Warriors score yet again, but this time Tyrell hands the ball to his running back, Melvin Brown, who runs in the 4th touchdown of the day. The Warriors would go on to win 42-7. And in Williamsburg, the Bruton Panthers trying to get to 3-0. They were at home against West Point. Shout out to the sousaphone player. Craig, I think we stumbled up on that instrument last year.
Shout out to the sousaphone players.
A little solo for waking me up when September ends. West Point wanted this game to end for sure. Second quarter, Bruton already up 20-0. Sophomore Anthony Henderson gets open deep down the field. Ashton Bell hit him in stride. Panthers went up 26-0. How about this? Henderson once again, this time fielding the punt, gets all the right blocks, a little zigzag in the right way, across the field to the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Panthers up 33. A couple possessions later, Bruton up 40. Bell looks to his left, finds fellow senior Brandon Freeman on the screen. That was an EZTD. West Point had absolutely nothing for the Panthers tonight. They win 46-0.
All right, and we did have a game last night, one of our marquee teams, right? Phoebus was taking on Woodside in Newport News. Last night at Todd Stadium, here were some of the highlights. Beautiful night at Todd Stadium. They got that turf. And first quarter, scoreless. Davion Roberts back there. He plays running back for them, and he's a punt returner. Dangerous, 75 yards, house call. Phantoms take the 7-0 lead. Just before half, Maricus Banks, sophomore signal caller Trenton Mitchell, 21-0 at the half. Phoebus would win big over Woodside, and I think that's now 37 wins in a row for Jeremy Blunt and company. They beat Highland Springs. They're most likely going to beat everyone on the Peninsula District. We'll see what happens in that Warwick game down the line. But, yeah, Phoebus took that 42-3 last night. We'll be right back. All right, we are back with some scoreboards to talk about. Cox moves to 3-0 on the season, beats First Colonial tonight 42-0. Ocean Lakes over Tallwood 43-19.
Northampton with a big 46-20 win. They're now 1-2 on the year after this one over Surrey County. And then Hopewell taking down Lake Taylor 24-13.
And Lafayette, big win. Bay Rivers District team takes down New Kent 45-0. You see Tab 37-20 over Jamestown.
Colonial Beach with a narrow win over Franklin 30-28. And Roanoke Catholic, the 34-27 win over Catholic. Roanoke Catholic now 2-1 on the year.
St. Christopher's over Norfolk Academy, 27-6 there. And then you got Collegiate over Nansemond Suffolk, 41-6.
And then Lakeland Manor was the last game on the scoreboard, 14-8, the final score.
So yeah, Chopper was back up. The beautiful shots of the Chopper.
Absolutely.
I've been here 3.5 years. I haven't been in the Chopper. James went up there. We did some news pieces, some stories, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was a good experience.
It was a ton of fun. I can't wait to keep doing it.
All right, we are going to leave you with some Western Branch sound. Shout out to them. They sounded great at halftime, and some scenic Chopper shots. Have a good night, everybody.